All right, started recording. Welcome everyone to the lower bracket round 4. We've got 4 games left in the tournament, and it's going to be a straight gauntlet to see who will eventually challenge for the title. Today we've got Turk facing off against Endy, which I believe is the 8 versus the 11 seed. And it should be a really good match here today. What are you thinking, Mr. Rocks?
Yeah, this is going to be really, really good. Two relatively surprising scenes to be seeing this deep into the tournament. Both have had an incredible run so far. Endy's put up some amazing performances against the likes of Frostfire. Very well could have won that series. And Turk coming off the back of a very convincing win against Shan.
Mm-hmm.
He looked very, very strong there. I think this match probably favouring Endy a little bit on most days, but Endy has had a few issues today. So I really can't tell which way this one's going to go. In any case, first draft coming down to marble it up and sweep.
Yeah, I think Turk would love to play Marble It Up here, so that's what I do expect to see in the end. And of course, Endy struggled heavily against MBO on that map when they faced off in their playoff match that went to 7 games. So I think that would be a very smart pick for Turk. I think Sweep is more of a toss-up,
Yeah.
I would say, but Turk is taking his time to think about it.
Yeah. Sweep, I'd argue, maybe even Endy favours. Endy's phenomenal with the snipes and power up chaining, and that's pretty much the entire map there on the mechanical side of things.
Yeah, Turk definitely taking his time. I'd be very surprised if we saw Sweep in the end here, though. We do know that his wife likes to help him with the draft, so that always plays a little bit of a role as well. But he's definitely been on top of the execution side of things with his play.
And we're
And
going to
it is
sweep.
going to be Sweep. Wow. Okay.
All
Genuinely
right.
surprised.
Open division lives on.
And let's make sure
So
comp is
game
on.
1 on sweep. What are you thinking here? Because I think this is Endy favoured. What do you think?
I'm thinking Turk is feeling pretty good about his play today. I told him good luck when I joined the lobby, and he said he just cleaned E-Guy's clock. So if he's doing that, it means he's feeling good about his speed. And speed and quick reactions are very useful on a map like Sweep. So that would definitely explain why he went for this sort of map as opposed to Marbled Up. I still think Endy has both of those factors in spades, though, and so it could be very competitive.
Yeah, one thing to note, Endy actually has a skill score on this map. Turk does not. He has not played this much in a competitive setting.
Ready. Set.
Starting out with a very easy spawn. But the blocker is going to come for both of them. They're going to share those, but Turk does rebound better off of the little trim in the back. And of course, Endy already chaining Gyrocopter with super speed. That's going to come in very handy. He's going to be able to get the blue alone. Beautifully done by him.
Yeah, Turk with the hard line there got slightly tripped up on the ice. And Turk will be closer now. Has the Mega. Will he pop it?
Yeah, the Mega is a little bit underrated on this outside part of the map because the spawns there are so frequent, and you can really clean house.
I'm already noticing both these players have very different defaulting strategies. Turk's really liking these outer super speeds, and he's going straight for the middle.
Oh, Turk makes a mistake there. He does hit the little part of the inside, but Endy's not doing too well clearing this one quickly, but Turk is just not going to make it at all. And remember, Turk did play a match where he was looking to beat John, and John was able to win that one in the end because of a stumble from Turk. So that is also another surprising reason that he picked this.
Turk with a nice rebound. He's going to get 4 points there. Make that 5th if he can get the expired. Not quite.
Yeah, and he did a very good job on that spawn. Turk kind of out for lunch on these last couple of spawns in the past minute. And a nice repeat spawn for Endy. He's not going to have blast, but Turk is nowhere to be seen. This is not what he needed.
This is a devastating start for Turk. About doubled. Not even 2 minutes.
I think Turk is just saving his energy already. I don't think you're going to make this much of a comeback up against Endy here.
We'll get the better end of this, but it's going to be
have to start camping blues, and that's what you see him doing. That's at least the right play.
Yeah, can work. That top spawn is incredibly swingy, but it's not going to come there. And he'll be in good position here again. Yeah, but Endy's just here, has the super speed now. He's going to be comfortable to at least the next spawn.
Turk's doing well to at least equalize on these spawns, but it's going to be too little too late.
Yeah.
He needs a lot more high value, and the blocker is going to completely yeet him from existence there. And he dropping down into the middle to grab a super jump. Not really much rhyme or reason to be doing that.
At this point, I mean, if you're Turk at this point, you've got to start making some incredible melee play happen.
Yeah.
Endy's pace seems incredible. And you got to go camp that blue. Go camp that blue.
He's looking comfortable, and the way you beat a fast player like Endy is you get them out of their comfort. You start putting pressure on. You start using blasts, and when you have a 30-point deficit, you're not really going to be able to put any pressure on that sort of player.
And again, Endy going for that central super speed denies Turk it. Turk will camp the top. Will it pay off this time? No, it will not.
Yeah, Turk's been a little bit unfortunate, I'd have to say, with whether his defaults have paid off or not. Endy's done, nothing wrong per se, but not necessarily as close to Turk as he could be. But, I mean, again, lead is more than 40 points, so it doesn't really matter what he does at this point. I'm just still wondering why we're here instead of marble it up. Nice blast. Great blast.
Great blast. We needed that. We needed that 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got to say, only 3 blues this game. Kind of unorthodox for sweep. Make that 4.
There's another one. They did take quite a little while clearing some of the spawns.
Turk will bring it back to within 25, but it's, very strong showing from Endy to start this.
Yeah, I mean, really it all came down to the second minute of the game where Turk got maybe 10 points. And Endy was just wiping up spawns left and right. So, other than that, they were pretty evenly matched. But Endy was wise to not overextend himself towards the end. And this is a pretty good draft for Endy, I would think, as well, with a lot of wide open maps here for Game 2.
Let's see what we have. Narrows, Marble City, Playground, Apex, and Maximo. If Endy is wise, he won't give Turk Apex like everyone else has.
Yeah, I definitely think Turk is going to be taking away Narrows here, considering Endy made the map.
Yeah.
Turk generally not very comfortable on Narrows as well, I found. Yeah, he's going to take that one away first. And then I would think Endy would probably take away Playground or Marble City. It's going to be Apex.
Get rid of Apex.
Okay.
He's learned from past games.
Turk's probably banning Playground here. I think he'd be okay with either of the last two. Although I do think Maximo is a great map for Endy, so that's what I expect to see. But it is going to be Marble City here. Turk is very good at this one.
Yeah, this is one of Turk's staples for sure. Yeah. Gotta give it to Endy. This is a bold pick when Maximo was right there.
I think both players are going to be quite happy seeing those 5 maps in the draft. Yeah, as I say that, Goated Pool comes out from Endy.
Yep, but both of them seem to be happy to be here.
Ready.
In any case, Endy up 1-0.
Go.
Onto Game 2 on Marble City. Very clear line through the blast.
Nice blast there from Turk. Gonna send Endy flying, but Endy will rebound to get the yellow uncontested. And then Endy uses the blast that he saved to take that one.
Yeah, Endy a little hesitant to rip the trigger, and that's going to give Turk basically the entire spawn.
Yeah, a bit of a stumble there from Endy.
Turk in great position now.
This is the kind of start that Turk needed. And when Turk gets off to a good start, he usually has a pretty good game.
And Endy, again, just in a bit of unfortunate positioning there. Caught himself on the
blast. Turk with some super speed denial there, but Endy already has one. Oh, Endy with a beautiful line through the orange gem, so that's going to be 5 points, 6 points there for him. Basically, closes most of the gap.
Yeah, Turk gets aggressive on the next spawn. Endy should be able to win this one, having the mega. Has the super speed, he's going to push.
Yeah, great spawn for Turk here, using the super speed to deny those 4 points worth of yellows in the middle, so nice 7-point lead for him so far. Turk gonna prep the Ultra Blast, gonna use it to get up here to the yellow, and he's gonna snipe that one away first, but he's gotten a lot of airtime. These players playing very fast.
Again, unafraid to just push the next spawn, and he will actually be in the lead to it this time. And first super speed, very nice.
Surprised he didn't use the super speed to get there faster, because that's usually a spawn you want to just full send on the yellow and go out of bounds, because the respawn is so forgiving there. We have a big blue coming in. Turk with a nice blast to get Endy out of range to really have any say in that spawn. Endy will equalize quite a lot, so it's almost a tie game.
Endy will actually spend the super speed. He doesn't get one of his own. He's going to be left high and dry here, but that's a merciful spawn for him.
Nice rebound by Turk, and the Mega's going to hit onto Endy, but he's going to rebound and get the yellow first. Turk coming in again with the Mega now. Does he have enough blast to get up? Yes, he does. Endy now with the Mega Marble. Very awkward spawn here.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to do much of that Mega. And heading over for a very splittable spawn. Turk's going to try to blast Endy off. It won't quite work, but Endy will now only have he doesn't actually have anything to his name going into this spawn.
Oh, another blue. What can Turk do? If he has a little bit of blast, he could launch off the carpet, but he's just going to decide to get everything else. So 6-4 for Endy on the spawn. Turk not going to be able to do well here. Endy's going to be able to get up here
beautiful
first.
Line.
Great stuff from Endy. And that's going to take the lead. He was down a couple of points for the previous few spawns.
They're going to keep that on this one.
They're going to send it for the yellow. Turk a little bit more controlled. Uses the blast, but that's going to send Endy directly into the next spawn. He's going to get all of it. That's devastating for Turk. Really, really unfortunate stuff there. Now Endy has the Mega.
And he's going to use it beautifully.
Running up the score now on Turk. This is looking pretty dire. Turk needs this blue, but Endy has the Mega as well. Turk's going to get under the Mega, and it's going to stomp him into it. So that's a little bit of damage control there, but 20 points is quite a lead to make up.
Yeah, especially in Marble City, he's going to have to start praying for probably the middle blue at this point. He's made it back to 15 points. It's not the end of the world, and Endy with a nice use. Yeah, Endy stops himself very nicely. Bonus on Turk now to make
speed. Great prep from him is going to win him the vast majority of this spawn. Both yellows going his way. Turk only going to be able to get 3 points.
Not even 2.
Although Endy doesn't really have too much business staying over here. He does have the super speed, which is going to give him the yellow. Oh, Turk didn't realize where Endy was. Decides to blast up. And that's not going to work out for him. Endy's going to maintain this 20-point lead, which is going to be nearly impossible to make up with just a minute left to play.
Yeah, and these spawns are exactly what Endy wants now. Just complete time wastes.
Turk stumbles making it, and that's pretty much going to be game with the spawn going to Endy as well.
Yeah, that's rough. At this point, it would take a well and true miracle, and that is probably just going to seal the deal right there. I don't think there's any world in which Turk comes back now. That'll be Turk going up 2-0.
Endy.
Not Turk, Endy, my bad. These people have 2 similar marbles, honestly. Can't remember the colour scheme.
Well, certainly better than the E-Guy versus Misty match that occurred earlier.
No, that was fine. If you couldn't identify that was a skill issue.
And yep, Turk knows it's over. He's having some fun.
Yeah. I must say, a bit wider than I anticipated. Endy put up an amazing performance this match.
Yeah, in the back half especially. I mean, Turk looked like he did the right things, but he lost so much momentum off of that one Mega that sent Endy into the spawn. Look at the yellow difference, 22-7.
God, that's
a high ratio to secure this game, and they were tied on the Reds and the Blues.
Yeah, that is I didn't even notice that kind of difference. That is absolutely brutal. Moving on to game 3, we got Skatepark Square Triumvirate.
Sprawl in the pool. I'm sure Turk would love to play that one.
Yeah, and Bowl. First ban coming in. Blast Club's going to get banned by Endy.
Yeah, Turk's going to probably take away Triumvirate. Yep, and then Endy's probably going to take away either SPS or Bowl, I would say. I mean, if he was playing this smart, yeah, Skatepark Square is Sprawl.
He's going to give...
Yeah, Turk's going to play Sprawl. I'm going to open
and Endy came off the back of a rough-looking match against Frostfire. Granted, it was against Frostfire. But that would probably give Turk a little bit of confidence in picking that. You have to imagine it's a foregone conclusion, but Turk is taking his time.
He was taking his time to type "you goof" in the chat.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, it was a good draft for Turk. With Blast Club in the pool, that would be pretty favored to him. So Endy had to take that one out, given he's not comfortable with it. And then you're left with SPS and Sprawl still for Turk, which are two of his best maps. So just a little bit unfortunate, but this could be exactly the momentum that Turk needs to get back in this series.
Yeah. You have to imagine maybe Endy had reason to pick Escape Point Square after Jean did beat Turk there. But in any case, going to Sprawl for game 3, one of Turk's best maps for sure, probably in his top 3.
Ready.
Well, let's see if he can deliver a performance worthy of the title here. For the top 5 player in the world. He's gonna win
with a 1 point
first
lead,
spawn
but
by 1
Endy's
point.
gonna get the
Better
super
default
speed and
for
blast
Endy.
combo. Yeah, much better. And has the blast now, he's gonna be able to
Oh,
get
nice
up.
blast by Turk.
Oh. Wow. But Endy denies him 2 super speeds there.
Yeah,
And
Endy's
it's
gonna
not gonna
have
matter
the
too much.
super speed for
but
this next spawn, and it's gonna be a good line for him.
yeah, Turk heading down towards the middle had a wall this way. You couldn't really even get here.
And he just has so much better momentum towards these spawns.
Yeah.
Turk finally gonna cut the momentum that's been building for Endy. He's gonna sack the last gem, but again, super speed priority for Endy.
Oh,
And
Endy
Endy's gonna
overshoot.
make a very rare mistake and overshoot that. That is devastating. It should have been a really continued
That was an easy.
lead for him.
Yeah, that was a 4-point sweep, sealed and done there, but it's going to go away. But very unorthodox, very unusual overshoot from him. Maybe he gets to spawn right on his dome after, so that'll compensate a little.
Yeah, Turk's not gonna be feeling good about that one, and he's probably gonna. Okay, he's gonna slow down. He does get the double yellows. Turk will get the others. Oh,
And
Turk
Endy
has a
now
great
pushing
line
the
on this
dome.
blue.
Yeah.
He is gonna get it.
Yeah, Endy will scoop up a couple
Mega
gems
doesn't
around the blue.
really connect, and he falls off, but he will be able to recover in time. Good spawn for Turk. That's exactly what he needed. Spending the super
And
speed
super
though.
speeding to get. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna give Endy the big win on this spawn. Although Endy now in no man's land after going out of bounds there, so Turk will win this spawn too. He will be able to get the super speed as well, and maybe even the blast. But no, Endy is going to cut the next spawn, and Turk is able to get the blue as well as the yellow on the way down. So he is going to keep this game very close to tied. Endy picking up the last
Endy
red
pushing
there.
next spawn with a wall in his way. That's one of the worst spawns he could have gotten, and Turk will almost blast him down.
Yep.
Turk holding the lead now by 3. It's nothing substantial, but
Great spawn by Endy again. Turk coming in with the Mega Marble Gyro, backward super speed. He is chaining all over the place, and now we have another very important blue right next to Endy again.
Nice
Endy
line.
has definitely been the recipient of some good positioning here, and that's going to give the 3-point lead to him now.
yeah, but Endy left to go into the corner for a super speed. Turk way closer
Oh,
now.
Endy, another mistake to the same spawn is going to keep Turk with a chance. That's going to be the lead now for him. Almost 5 points.
Yeah. Endy now wisely not going to push, but he gets super speed. But it's better positioning for Turk again.
Can you land
he
it,
make the
Turk?
spawn?
Yes, he does. He's done that a million times.
And
Turk has
it's quite
Ultra
close.
Blast. Can't connect on it, but he is going to make it up here in time to still pretty much win the spawn. 6-point lead now for him. 2 minutes to play.
Close spawn, and did that blast work? No. He's
No,
actually
and
fallen off
Turk
the
makes the mistake this time. He fumbles. Endy going to feel pressured to spend the super speed. Turk with another bad bounce.
Yeah, it's
Tie
a
game.
completely tie game now. And we're heading back to the spawn again. Can Endy land it this time? The
Turk
blast
goes
comes in
for
from
the
Turk.
sweep.
It's
He
not
knew he
gonna do
wasn't
it.
going to make it in time to win that. Endy continually taking last reds here, but he does have the Mega Marble.
Turk will actually spend a super speed there, and he knows about this one down in the corner.
Yep, but the question
Very good
is,
knowledge.
can he get any of this spawn? No, Endy's going to be there first. He tries the blast, but the blast leaves him in a rough spot.
Yeah, Turk needs to go and find some kind of powers now. Good
This
default.
is the Ultra Blast, I think. Oh, Endy!
Oh,
Turk's going to
magic
share a lot of
spawn.
that, but yeah, that's the most common spawn on the map. Turk now has an Ultra
Yeah.
Blast. Can he land it? Beautifully done by Turk.
Oh my, that will keep him in. 5 points gap.
Yep, 5 points, and Endy with another great super speed line. Gonna be able to land that, no problem. Good blast by Turk, good Mega as well. It is gonna run out just unfortunately a little bit too soon for him, but he does have the Gyrocopter. And he's gonna be a little bit slower. Can he land the Ultra Blast? He wall hits up. Turk wisely just gonna take the super speed. He
Big
does have a
blue,
super speed. He needs to hit this blue. He will. That is crucial for his chances in this game. He's gonna be able to rebound and get the yellow. Can't quite get the expired red. And he's giving him the chance to recover.
Yeah, Turk well outsourced there. Barely has the time to recover.
Good line. It'll be a good respawn too. He's not gonna be too far from the yellow, but Endy able to land on it.
Smart. Very smart. Goes down, denies Turk the gems, and 15 seconds now. Ooh,
they both have super speeds, and Endy in a good position. Turk needs to find a blast. He does! He knocks Endy down! Endy back up, though. And the Mega going to connect. The next spawn is quite close. 3 points is the lead, but Endy is there first. Endy will win on Sprawl. He gets it done on the last spawn with the Mega Marble. And that is going to be 3-0 lead in the series for Endy. Wow. I mean, Turk has come back from this deficit in a series once before, but that does not mean he is going to be able to do it again. This is exactly where Endy would love to be in this series.
Yeah, this has been a great showing from him. And I must
Turk's
say,
having fun with it.
Yeah, he's having fun, but I gotta say, Endy's just been absolutely dominant this entire series. A couple hiccups on Sprawl was all you can really fault him for. He's looked incredibly strong.
Yeah, the door was left open a few times, I have to say, with some of those last reds, but he never got punished too hard for it. And Turk also had a couple errors that you wouldn't normally see from him on Sprawl. So it was pretty fair overall in terms of both level of play.
Yeah, we get our next set of maps on a surprisingly early match point. Marble Land banned by Turk. We've got King of the Marble, Nadir, Narrows, and Pyramid.
Good pull for Endy from here, because he's going to be able to take away Pyramid and King of the Marble, which means Narrows or Nadir will be the map. Both of which Endy is very good at. I'm not sure about that Marble Land ban.
We're left with Narrows and Pyramid.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Narrows. And he's going to get a chance to close this one out with a sweep on his own map that was added to the pool this year. Huntbot predicted this one perfectly in terms of the bans.
In any case, both of them recognizing that was an amazing game. Absolute nail-biter, absolute thriller with how chaotic it was, I would say. At many points. In any case, match point now. After only 3 games, which I don't think either of us expected. And it's going to be on Narrows, which is Endy's own map. So Turk really has his work out for him now if he wants to stay in this tournament.
All right, Turk's going to need something unbelievable to win this series, but it's going to have to start with an unbelievable game on Narrows.
We've seen him pull off reverse sweeps before.
Ready, set.
Can he pull it off again?
Go.
Yeah, but I mean, the one who placed all the power-ups on this map is going to know where they are.
Yeah, and he's actually going to go down below.
I think Turk is going to be in a little bit of a better position here. Gets the blast into super speed. Has a great chance to blast Endy off. He's going to do it.
There it is. A bit late.
Doesn't really do too much, though. Endy with a good recovery of his own. And Turk's stumbling a little bit trying to get this yellow down here. He's actually not going to be able to do so. Endy with an easy line on the blue.
Yeah, beautifully done. And Endy trying to rug launch it won't quite land.
Oh, he's fallen all the way down. This is the whole spawn going to go to Turk, but Endy will be able to pick up that expired yellow, which was quite juicy.
Endy will have the blast here. Will he connect with it?
Nice super speed by Turk to mitigate it entirely.
Yeah, and Turk's be able to go down and get that yellow gem. It's high game at the moment.
Yeah, and Endy's going to fall here.
Gives Turk much better positioning.
Yeah, I mean,
Endy's
usually very quick to get here, though, but nice backwards super speed by Turk. He's going to share the yellow as well, so I think tying the first minute is going to give him some confidence.
Oh, but he spent his super speed there to try and deny Endy, and he's left high and dry.
And there's no super speeds at the top either. Tries to cut Endy off with the Mega Marble. Where is
quite
Turk?
work.
He's eventually coming in now, but Endy's already picked up the Mega. He's already picked up the Super Speed. Turk doesn't really have a window into this spawn.
Yeah, I believe we might be about to start to see some cascading momentum for Endy here. We've seen this position before.
Yeah,
And Turk will actually
needs to go the other way around. He's going to try and Mega launch, but he gets completely screwed by the game, as Megas usually do.
Rough. And Endy's going to scoop up just about everything here. Suddenly we have a 15-point gap.
Yeah.
Endy will be denied a super speed there, but he has his own.
Nice sweep by Endy. Not going to be able to stick the landing. He does get a very favorable respawn, though, back up top.
The Mega connects, and Turk is sent.
Endy gets this. No, he doesn't get the super speed. So, actually, Turk is going to be able to get to this spawn first. Let's see what he can do. Endy's getting the super speed advantage again. Turk's got to go run for one. He's actually going to be right next to the blue. Great opportunity for Turk. He does get it. And as well, a lot of the rest of the spawn as well has good momentum to this next spawn. Endy already went down for the gyrocopter.
And he's going to get a 2-point line with it, but
Turk's still in this game.
Right back. Yeah, Turk's
He's denied the super speed. Endy has one of his own, but crucially, Turk has one. And he's going to be going down to the bottom. Can he get down here in one piece? It's not really an easy play. The blast from Endy, but Endy overshoots. Turk respawns, and Turk's going to suddenly tie up the game.
Turk with the very kind respawn down there. You rarely get one that
Turk
kind.
should get a good respawn. Yes, he does. Where is Endy? He's not quite there yet. He's going to land on the yellow. Turk now has a 4-point lead. Lots of expireds here.
Doing it. He's doing it. He's brought it back.
Back here. Turk in the air first. Both of them going to get here, but better landing for Endy.
Yeah, Endy a little faster.
Endy's just much better with the recoil control.
Endy does
gets
not
a Mega
have
on the way. Let's see if he can use this one. It's a good spawn to have one. Gets a little bit lost in the sauce with the super speed there, and Endy's going to deny the Ultra Blast. Has the super speed too, so really big. Turk needs a close spawn, and that's not going to be it.
Yeah, Endy with nice cushioning there.
And that's already the next spawn.
Endy with a
beautiful Mega launch for Endy there. And the blast from Endy sends Turk down.
Yeah, Turk breaks out the ha-ha-ha. He knows that was a good play from Endy. 10-point gap now. Turk has to make all of this up in 1 minute.
There is time to do it. It's not like the 20-point lead we saw earlier, but it's still never an easy task against Endy, although he does only get the 1 yellow on that sweep.
But it's now 12 points.
I like the line there from Turk, chaining the Mega with the gyro, but he unfortunately misses the yellow. And Endy with a devastating blast on the Turk. That is going to be almost certainly the game for him. Turk stuck down in no man's land for this next spawn.
That is perhaps the most brutal place to get blasted in the game.
Yep, here comes Endy with another Mega. He's not going to be able to make it stick. But Turk, he has to go for absolutely everything now, and Endy is right there with him the whole way. So not really going to have an opportunity. Endy's super speeding through there.
He knows he's just having fun at this point.
Yep. It was a hard-fought series from Turk. Every single game looked like he was there for quite a few of the spawns, but Endy just consistently fast today with a very, very good showing from him. And that is the kind of performance that's going to give Connie something to think about going into our next match.
Yeah, brilliant showing from Endy today. Turk himself played very well, I'd argue. Endy just absolutely phenomenal. Takes this series 4-0. I am very impressed.
Yep, very, very good stuff from Endy.
Will we get our winner in the call?
Welcome, Endy. Off the back of a great 4-0 sweep. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. Hello? Oh, okay. I'm glad my internet was doing it too.
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I played pretty well, except for a few parts, but I'm happy with the results.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was scared going into him because I had no idea what to expect. I've played that guy a total of like once or twice.
Icarus, very, very happy that you have, and I quote, saved his career today. God,
I
I've got to
saved
hand
your
it to you.
career.
You played an absolutely astounding series today. Not only with the mechanical side, but also with the melee. I have not seen melee like that from you very often, and I think that that performance has absolutely solidified you as being in, at this point, the top 4. That was a great performance.
Hey, thanks, man.
Right.
I also feel like a
Me-
big thing for me was map picks. I had to be careful with what maps I allowed. I didn't know he was that cracked at Sprawl. That one got under my nose, but
Yeah, and
That
Marble
is one of
City
his.
as well. Two of his favorite maps that you decided to play and let through the draft. Um,
Yeah,
so I mean, you definitely earned that win against some of his best maps.
yeah, he's absolutely no pushover on those. Those I would say Sprawl, Marble City are in his top 5. Both of them. Sprawl probably in his top 3. Um,
yeah, he
so
surprised me on that one.
Shadow, I guess we should probably start asking questions about the matches themselves, because holy moly, what a series. Let's start with Sweep. What were your thoughts there? Were you expecting that?
Hello.
He may be dying.
Hello?
I don't know.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Did you ask a question?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry. I didn't catch any of it.
Right. Starting with Sweep. Were you expecting that? And how are you feeling in that game?
I was pretty confident on sweep. I feel like I know how to play the map well. I wasn't really too worried about being thrown off or disrupted. Because I feel like it's a hard map to get disrupted off of. I feel like it's pretty open. You can bounce back a lot of there's a lot of walls you can bounce off of to recover quickly.
I see.
And yeah, I did think that it would be a little scary because sweep is kind of a brawly map too, but I know how to play sweep enough to not be too worried about it going in.
It felt like on a lot of the maps, when you started to win a couple spawns in a row, you had a tendency to run away with the game. We saw that with a pretty big lead on sweep. We saw that on Marble City about halfway through, where you were just consistently able to sweep up the orange gem and usually all the gems around it too. Is that kind of how you feel as a player, or you think that was just unique to the matchup with Turk?
Run away with the game, what do you mean?
Like, you started winning a couple spawns, and then from there, the game just wasn't really close after that.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm definitely a player where once I get momentum going and I have a few good spawns, I start encouraging myself and then I start playing better. So I think if the more I screw up, the more I'm gonna play worse and I'm gonna lose momentum. The better I play, the more momentum I keep and get over the course of the game. Though on sweep, I noticed he was winning the last in the last 30 seconds there were so many blues and I think he got every single one. So I was getting a little scared there.
And he brought it back to about 25
You had a
points.
40-point lead, so it was pretty safe.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
well into winning that. The Do you have any more questions, Shadow? I've got a minute. It's about 10:30.
Maybe, I mean, all I really want to ask is, you've now secured a position in the top 4 of the tournament, and you weren't even necessarily planning on playing this year. So, what does that mean for you? How do you feel?
It's because I went into it with no expectations. I've been constantly surprising myself. So that's been nice. I would have never thought I would have made it here. I also would have never thought I would have finished crappily. I kind of just went into it to have fun, and I am proud of myself, and I keep surprising myself, which is always a fun feeling.
Heading into next week, you're going to be facing off against Connie for who will be in the losers finals. How are you feeling about that?
That's a little scary, especially having to play on a European server because most of my play style is really dependent on instant reactions from the game.
Hmm.
But me and Connie are very similar players, I feel like, from when I've played her.
Yeah.
So it should be an interesting match. I really feel like it can go either way with that one, depending on who's in better form that day.
Yeah. And I mean, if you do win that, you've shown that you can take it to Frostfire. So hey, I'd argue if you can pull it off against Conley, there is a world, a realistic world, in which you could make it to the grand finals. Do you feel like that's feasible for you, or is that more of a pipe dream?
I think it's possible. I also don't want to let myself feel like it's impossible. So, but yeah, that'll be an interesting one. I really feel like Connie is going to be a scary opponent because we both have to be on our A game to see who can win.
All right.
Cool.
Looking forward to that
Congratulations
match.
on a pretty unexpected 4-0 sweep, I think, for a lot of people, maybe even yourself. So, well done.
Yeah, I was pretty scared going into it, man. Yeah, because I never played them. I didn't know what to expect. So I was,
Mm.
yeah.
All right, GG's.
Yeah. Thanks
All
for